Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about how to solve a maze puzzle. Now, often when you're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5e or Dungeons & Dragons, any version of the game, or a role-play game, Game Masters, Dungeon Masters, they put in a puzzle, and it's a maze where you have to get out of the maze or get into the center of the maze. And so how do you actually deal with a maze puzzle? The easiest way to escape a maze is to follow one wall. This is one of the things that people who have played Dungeons & Dragons for some time, or RPGs, and have to deal with mazes are aware of. That the very nature of a maze, if you want to actually get out of a maze and you're stuck in it, is you follow one wall, whether it be the left wall or the right wall, you decide, but you have to stick with that side and keep following it to get out of that maze. So if you ever come across a situation where you have a puzzle where there is a maze, the easiest solution to getting out of that maze is to simply pick one of the walls and follow that wall till it gets you out of the maze. Now, by doing that, you're almost always going to find yourself traversing the entire maze. Not completely, but often that will be the case, and it can take a long time. I've actually used this technique in a real maze, and it works. It's where we literally got lost in a, should I say, maze. So it was actually a maze that was corn or maize. A maze is kind of like corn, isn't it? Really, essentially the same, maize, corn. And yeah, it was sort of one of those things that you go and explore, and you're supposed to sort of journey your way through. And we got stuck, me and my girlfriend and her friend. And so the solution was, we didn't actually have the map with us. We had to get out. So we used this technique, and it works. I can guarantee it. You will get out of the maze by just following one of the walls that will take you out eventually. Now, what about magic mazes? There are no rules when it comes to a magic maze in terms of getting out. This only works with a standard, normal, non-magical maze. Magical mazes are really dangerous to enter. They're very hard to get out of. The rules regarding them can often change. You will find that the very nature of a magic maze is to really get you lost and take you to somewhere or some place that one will pop you back out of the maze so you can't get to the center, or you can't escape, or take you to a location where you will be absolutely stomped by some sort of creature, trap, or hazard that will polish off your characters. So magic mazes are very, very dangerous. I hope this was helpful to somebody out there who's playing Dungeons & Dragons or Dungeons & Dragons 5e, since most people seem to be playing that game these days, and they wind up in a campaign where there is a maze and they're not too sure how to get out. Look, make a comment below if you have had an adventure where there was a maze and you weren't sure how to get out of it or traverse it, and you had to try and draw the map up or try to work out different routes. And you weren't too sure how to get out, and hopefully this has been helpful to you. And if it hasn't, then so be it, that's all right too. But yes, if you've had an experience of a maze in your game, let me know what took place. Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.